Right, lads, welcome back to the channel, Kiwa Cat's House of Magic. What I'm going to do today is put this stack of cards that have just been collecting in a box away. Starting with black, so this is my black, green, red, white binder. It used to be alphabetical order, blue used to be here, blue, green, red, white, but I got a lot of blue cards, so I had to take them out. Alright, this is my tutor page. We've got Increasing Ambition, Diabolic Tutor, another version of Diabolic Tutor. We've got two Demonic Tutors, Mastermind, Diabolic, well, another Diabolic Tutor. And kind of wanted to put this Demonic Tutor on this page. Doesn't look like I have a place to fit it. So let's see if I've got a centerpiece to put it away, and then I'll go back and start putting it. Well, I really don't have much room in black. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put all these cards in here without going to the shop and getting a few more. Yeah, I don't have enough. Let me see if I have another sheet. Alright, so I don't have another card sheet available. Meaning I can't pull these black cards away unless I take some out to buy, list, or sell. Which is always fun. So let's see, what do I have that I'm not really using anymore that I can take out? Let's see. A lot of these I just like them for the art, or they're financially worthless, you know. Vile Deacon, she looks really cool, but she's got no financial value. Profane Tutor, the same. Beacon of Unrest. I don't know if I have another of that art. Got an Eradicate here. And of course my tutor page. Do I want to get rid of any of these? I heard a rumor, so apparently they're going to be changing the rules for Commander as far as having a sideboard, as far as having cards to choose from outside the game. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how this is going to work. I just heard a rumor about it. So I went ahead and picked up a couple more copies of Mastermind's Acquisition in case it goes from €1 to 3. Then I'll make money! Yeah! Alright. Anyway, is there anything here that I want to take out that I don't really want to play with? I mean, this Diabolic Tutor with Liliana whispering sweet nothings into Chandra's ear, that's kind of cool. This art by Sam Gay. Yeah, Sam Gay. That's nice. And I do like this 8th edition foil Demonic Tutor. 10th edition, it just mirrors, well, sets the stage for the Chandra Liliana Diabolic Tutor. Anything here I want to take out? What about over here? Charity Extractor. So I got him for Ikrashidiki Shirakanto. And he's pretty cool. War or no war, your donations are due, as always. I've got our braids. Maybe I could put braids in a deck. But then, of course, if I put braids in a deck, that means a card comes out. That means a card has to go back in here. And a lot of these I just like the art. Chainer's Edict. Maybe I don't want that. I don't know. This is my, I think this is my only foil Black Mercadian Mask card. I used to have a foil, what the hell is it? Black Market, and I never used it. Well, when I tried to use it, it either didn't do anything or got blown up immediately because the lads knew that I probably shouldn't have it. So I quit playing it because it would not really win me any games, not really help. Just drew removal, and I would put in cards that more advance my game plan. I've got a original Phyrexian Gremlins up here. That's really cute. I really like them. I should put them in the deck sometime. Tap Gremlins, tap an artifact. As long as Gremlins remains tapped and in play, that artifact is not tapped as normal during its colors and tap step. That used to be pretty good. It's not that much anymore. What do we have over here? Oh, Ear-splitting rats. I was thinking of getting a foil one. I should put that into SIG. Huh. Each player, yeah. I should put that into SIG. So that opens a slot. What do I want to put in there? Let's put Hirobi in there. So I've got 2 original copies of Hirobi foil. One is in Kenrith. One is right here that you're seeing. And then I've got a, whatever the hell it is, special edition Multiverse Legends Hirobi that is actually commanding the Hirobi deck, because I wanted to give it a different visual feel than the previous deck that I had. Cursed Marauder, he's pretty cool. Let's see. Duskbandle Operative, can't be blocked with creatures powerful or greater. Do I really want her anymore? I mean, the art is interesting. Kind of cool, but okay, maybe I'll take her out. Get a whole 10 crowns from buy listing her. I'm pretty sure I have another Palace Siege, so I'll set that aside for now. Let's put yeah, I don't have that many black cards really to deal with. Let's put Cannibalize in here. Cannibalize is a fun card. I put a copy in Ikushidiki Sarakondo. So 1 to the black. Sorcery. Choose 2 target creatures controlled by 1 dude. Exile 1 of those creatures and give the other one 2+1/+1 counters. So if you've got an opponent that's got some big scary nasty motherfucker and some little small motherfucker that you ain't too worried about, you can exile the big nasty dude and make the other one a little bit bigger. I've got 2 Sanguine Bonds. Obviously, if I excuse me, if I have 2 of them, I wonder if in Ikushidiki Sarakondo, so I've got Ether of Reservoir, 4 cast Gust Artifact. Whenever you play a spell, you gain 1 life. You can play cards on top of your library. No, that's Bolas' Citadel. Every time you cast a spell, you gain 1 life. And if you're at 50 life, you can pay 50. If you have 50 or more, you can pay 50 life and do 50 points damage to target creature or player. I wonder if I should put in Sanguine Bond instead of that, because that card hardly ever comes up. It feels like it's just a game-ending out of nowhere combo piece, even though it almost never does that. I'm going to think about that. What else do I have that I can get rid of? Ether Snap, removal counter small. This is a situational card. I keep this. I keep Ether Snap because I'm not sure if in the future deck I'm going to really want it. I'm going to really need it. Because if somebody's playing a deck with a lot of tokens, I can just poof, all the tokens are gone. Of course, it does that to all my creatures. And the decks that I would want it in are also the decks where I myself putting a lot of counters on my creatures, like Nalia. So maybe that's not the best use. Species Specialist, I got him, and then I just never put him into a deck, even though I should. Marry the Cursed. Edgar Markov has a different Marry the Cursed. What about the Voidwalker? I should probably put the Voidwalker back in. So they're coming out with a new Lorwyn set, and it's going to have a flying Bitter Blossom. A 2 black, I believe it's a 2/2 flyer, and it has the Bitter Blossom ability where you put a token in at your upkeep for the cost of 1 life. I wonder if I want to rebuild my mono black deck. Modern deck. I don't know. But my Voidwalker, so I've already got one in Nalia. I don't really need one anywhere else. Although, it would be pretty cool in Sig, in discard. Exile my opponent's cards, and then I can use him to cast them. Let's do that. So, Sig is going to have some changes. And if they're black, then I'm going to have to put the black cards back. We'll put Yihini's Expertise up here. Fill in that open slot. Let's look at this page. Anything on this page I want to get rid of? Not really. Commander Grevin. I don't remember why I got him exactly. I think I just wanted a big black. Oh, for Hirobi, I wanted a big black creature. So I got him. He didn't go in the deck, obviously. We got a Fleshbag Marauder, Bloodghast. He's pretty situational. I don't know what deck I would put him in. Maybe I would put him in. Well, I wonder if I want to put him in Hirobi and use him as some kind of. The thing is, by himself, he's crappy. Okay, 2/2 for 2/1 in Commander. Who gives a shit? And he can't even block. He gets haste as long as somebody has 10 limits life. Okay, in Commander, that's not going to happen for a little while. But whenever land comes into play in your control, you can bring him back. So if you're doing any kind of sacrifice shenanigans, then he becomes pretty damn good. But I'm not really doing that, so let's. Hey, look, an open slot. Woohoo! Obviously, I'll put the Exsanguinate there because I've got the other Exsanguinate. So Exsanguinate is one of these cards that I put in decks, and then I take it out of decks, and then I put it in a deck, and then I take it out. Excuse me. That's why I have 2 copies. The thing is, it's another card that feels like it just wins out of nowhere. So I don't really play it. Forced March. Destroy creatures with CMC X or less. It costs 3 black to get it started though. So if it's tokens, well, that's fine. Oh, it'll kill all the tokens. You just pay 3 black and kill all the tokens. So that'll work pretty good there. Life's Finale. Kill all creatures. Sig kind of needs more board wipe. Okay, I need to think about that. Or maybe Black Sun Zenith. Put X Negwa counters on all creatures and then get shuffled back in your library. So what do I have here? Rend Flesh, Siphon Flesh, Infernal Darkness. Shoot the Sheriff. So the genie gave me that as a present, so that's why I'm kind of keeping it. Yeah, it's not an expensive present, but it's kind of cool that he gave it to me. Destroy target non-outlaw creature. Duress, that's in here for the art. It's not really a commander card. Although, I should put that in my modern collection. Maybe I'll do that. I'll put that in modern. So what can I put in that slot? I guess Disciple of the Vault. Disciple of the Vault. Well, Sharum proved she was too strong for Prague yet again. So I'll probably put this back into Sharum and keep running her as an Astruzhna deck. Astruzhna is the environment where I can play all kinds of weird bullshit. Prague, the games are a bit more casual, as much as possible. What an Extirpate. I don't really have a deck for Extirpate right now. So you exile Sun, and it's not really, it's not a commander card, is it? No. It's It's more of a modern vintage card, so I'll put that in the modern vintage collection. Okay, moving right along. So, I believe I have another Palace Siege. Let's see, what do I have over here? Got Bold Plagiarist, who was in Nelia, and then I took her out, but I could put her back. Got an extra Massacre Worm, Open the Graves, Natier's Nightblade, Settle the Score. Settle the Score is purely for the art. Although it could be pretty. Exile target creature, put 2 loyalty counters into Planeswalker control. Urborg Justice, target opponent chooses, and so basically, for all the it's an instant Grave Pact. It's an instant speed Grave Pact. End of turn, you say, I lost all these creatures. Bang! All of you are going to lose the same number of creatures. Let's see, what do I have here? I have this for the art. I like the frame. I like the way it looks. Same with Reaper of Night. It's kind of weird, but it's weird in a cool way. Of course, I've got my Dark Pact. Nothing here really jumps out at me that I should take out, that I want to get rid of. What about, yeah, I've got an extra Palace Siege. So this Palace Siege I'll put into my trade binder because I already have one and I'm not using it. So that's part of this exercise. Anything I'm not using, I should put in my trade binder and see if I can trade it for things that I will use. So what do I have here? Maha, it's Feathers of Night. So Cube and I quit using ours. We made a pact because it's just too it's too easy to combo with Ellis Norn for me. Underworld Dreams, Languish, Outbreak. Outbreak is really pretty. I love the purple in it. Corpse Dance, Relentless Dead, Death Embrace. Okay. And of course we saw all this. Mind Slash, that's just for the art. I really think it's cool, again with the purple. I like how black has so much purple in it. What do we have here? We've got Phyrexian Delver, Soul Reaper of Mogus. I think I got him for free. I think I got him as a filler card when I ordered some cards, and I just said, okay, that's pretty cool. Or I got him when I opened a box. I can't remember. 2 in a black, sack a creature, draw a card. Huh. I mean, for his activation cost is kind of high. 2/3 for 3 isn't that great. But he's financially worthless, so there's almost no point in putting him in my binder. What else have I got? Grim Haruspix. She kind of sits there. Someday she'll go in the deck. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, draw a card. So she... Maybe I should put her in Muldrotha. What have I got here? I've got Dominisha Horden. German Demonic Hordes. Phyrexian Rager, Bone Shards. I really don't care about Bone Shards. I opened a box of Modern Horizons, and it was in the box. It's a sorcery. Destroy target creature or planeswalker, but you have sacrifice creature, discard a card. Of course, it only costs 1 black. Is this something I want to keep? Because Hero's Downfall does the same thing, only costs 1 black, and you don't have to sacrifice a creature. And in Commander, the extra black and colorless really isn't going to matter that much. In the art, I really doesn't do anything for me. It's just kind of, yeah. Because it's not a pretty card, it gets the point across. He's throwing bone pieces out of the ground at you. Just, but since I don't really have anything I need to put in that slot, yeah, take her out. I just, let's see. Obviously, it's not in the deck, so I don't need it. And if I do want one, it's financially worthless. I can get one really cheap again. Morbid Opportunist. Whenever one or more other creatures die, draw a card. Triggers only once per turn. So this is kind of like Grim Haruspex. And then Season of Loss. Season of Loss, I traded off Cube. I thought I would put in a deck, and I didn't. 3 black. And then choose up to 5 paw print worth of modes. So I can make everybody sacrifice creature, double draw a card for each creature controlled that croak this turn, triple. Each opponent loses X life for this number of creatures in the graveyard. Huh. That'll go in a deck someday. Inshallah. What do I have here? Anything here that I don't want to get? I mean, Lemp had a Death's Vigil. Financially worthless, but it's a cool looking card. I like the colors in it, so that's why I keep it. Cat Burglar, same thing. I don't play him in Sig because it's target player. In Sig, I want all my opponents to discard. I want to spread the joy around. I want to share the love. And Cat Burglar picks on one person, which is not really what I want to do. What about here? So Mephidos Vampire, he had to come out of Omnath because of the infinite combo that he represented, and I understand why people didn't like it. So it was funny. If I had Mephidos Vampire and Triskelion, and it killed all the creatures, the lads got upset because the game kept going and they couldn't have any creatures as long as I have both of those in play. But if I cast Archangel Thune, if I get Archangel of Thune and Walking Ballista or Triskelion in play, and I've got Archangel's Vault of the Archangel, if I have all 3 of those in play, activate Vault of the Archangel. All my creatures get Death Touch and Lifelink. Take a counter off Triskelion. Hit one of my opponents. Archangel Thune says, hey, you gain life. I'm going to put a counter on your creatures. So Triskelion gets reloaded. So with those 3 cards, I can win the entire game. And that didn't upset them that much because the game was over. I won the game. I didn't draw it out. I didn't extend it. I didn't make them feel completely emasculated and powerless because I could just kill all the creatures whenever I wanted to, but I still had to kill them. So I think that's why the Archangel, Triskelion, Vault of the Archangel combo was more accepted than the Mephidos Vampire Triskelion combo. That's what I think anyway. So is there anything here I want to go? This is cool. This Concealing Curtains, I like it. King Makar, that will go back into Phoenix if I ever rebuild Phoenix. Mire Triton, I just think it's cool. I think that's Seb McKinnon. Okay, here we go. I've got a Grave Pact that's not doing anything. These Armor Shadows, Professor's Warning, Supernatural Stamina, Undying Evil. These Undying Evil effects have slowly come out of Nekazar. The original plan for Nekazar was I would always have one of these in my hand. I would have so many that I could pretty much count on always having one. So when anybody killed Nekazar, for some reason, I could bring him back. I could just, oh no, he doesn't die. So the deck has been evolving and I've been taking some of these out. He Who Hungers, that used to be in Carador. Tribal Spirits, I just kept it because I think it's really interesting. It's just bizarre. It's like this skeletal thing. Sack Spirit, target opponent shows off his hand, choose a card from it, they throw it away. Only any time you can cast a sorcery. If it was instant, oh fuck, that'd be cool, but it's not. So it's not. What do I have here? I've got some vampires, I've got a Gravecrawler, I've got a Fairy Macabre. Apparently she's gone up in price a lot. I just don't have a deck for her. And I like the art. And if I sell her at the new price, I'm not going to really want to buy another one, so I just keep her. But maybe I should think about selling her. Thoughtless Giant, do I want this guy? When he comes into play, 1 damage to target opponent for each creature card in your graveyard. And he doesn't have Delve or anything. He just, 7 mana for a 6/5. But he does look cool with that Gogari emblem burned into his fucking chest. I like that. So he's kind of cool looking. We'll keep him. What about this? Nothing I really want to get rid of. This page. So I've got my Mercadian Mask for Rebecca Gay Dark Ritual. I've got my Revised Dark Ritual. I've got my cool Krovikan Vampire. I've got Adrana, Blanket of Night, Douthian Mind Ripper. Nothing here, everything here is, if I was pressed, if I was hard up for money and I was trying to pull out things to sell, I could be a bit more brutal about it. But since I'm not really pressed, the cards that I just kind of like for the art, even if they have financial value, I don't really have a need to take them out. You know, I've got Adrana here, I've got Adrana there. The Vampire Soul, what does he do? 4 and a black for a 3/2 flyer. Can't block. When he comes into play, return target creature card from graveyard. That's kind of shitty. So he's a raised dead on a body. But he looks cool. So that's why I keep him. Necropotence, I should probably put that in the deck. I just don't. And we're almost to the end of black. So the way I do it is the colors, if there's a Theros basic land, that's the first page of that color. And then when you get to the Dominaria, whatever the hell this is called, basic land, that's the last page of that color. I just did that for my own personal joy and feelings. Melody, this is funny. I love the art. The dude drawing demons and his fellow priest like, what the fuck is going on? It's Carl. Carl's gone off his rocker. I've got a Grinning Demon foil, Gravestorm foil. I got those just for the memories. I used to always love Gravestorm, always try to make it work, and never did. I should probably try it again in Commander, make it work, see if it does. Probably won't, but I do like the art a lot. And Grinning Demon, he used to be a powerhouse in Extended. And Standard too at the time, but not anymore. Got an extra dark deal. Was thinking of putting that into Nekazar. I just haven't yet because he does have enough wheel effects. And I'm not sure what I would take out for it. So I just haven't shoved that in there. Even though I've got a Harmonic Prodigy that I need to shove into Nekazar somehow. Eerie Soul Tender. 3 for a 3/1. When he hits play, I mill 3 cards. 4 and a black, exile him from a graveyard. Return another creature card from a graveyard to my hand. I wouldn't put him in a commander deck. I wouldn't want to do that. Maybe the mill I would want to do, but there's better ways to go about that. So he's here just because I like the art. It's just neat. I like this kind of almost abstract shimmer of the card. So what do I have over here? Spirit Shackle. I've got a alternate art Twilight Prophet. She should go into deck. She should go into Icarus Darkondo. I don't think I have a Twilight Prophet in there. Why the fuck don't I have a Twilight Prophet in Icarus Darkondo? That makes no goddamn sense. So let's put Darkness in here. No Black Fog. This is another card that's kind of, it's worth about 10 euros. This one is played a bit, so it's only worth about probably 8. I could trade it, could sell it in, but it's one of those cards it's nice to have a copy of for when you decide the deck needs it. So I'm just hanging on to it for now. See, there's the Theros foil basic land, which kicks off green. Okay, so I've got a lot of slots here, except these slots are open for a reason. So the other Timurit, the set foil Timurit, should be over here, and then these should be Kokushos. I don't have any extra cuckoo shows, and if I get another cuckoo show, it's going right into a damn deck. So effectively, these two cuckoo show slots are marked, but I'm never going to fill them because I can't really see myself ever having an extra cuckoo show. So let's put this black hole in there. It's a galaxy confetti motherfucker foil. It's kind of cool. It's weird. I really don't know what the hell is going on. You know, something is obviously getting sucked in the black hole. Everything's getting sucked in the black hole. But it's good for an example of one of these galaxy foil cards. So if I do another foil video where I showed the foils over the years, then I've got that to do it with. And it's kind of pretty. Alright, so that was black. Let's do green as another video so this doesn't go for 3 hours.